Welcome all of you in online teaching learning process. We have started paper number first in organic chemistry, in which we have seen unit number second, chemical bonding and molecular structure with respect to ionic bonding. And in our last video we have seen general properties of ionic solids, and in this video we will see details about the energetics in ionic bond formation. That is, our point is energetic of ionic bond formation, in which we will see first one is a ionization potential or ionization energy, which is represented by symbol capital I. Then first we will see definition of ionization energy. Then definition is the amount of energy required to remove an electron completely from an isolated gaseous atoms is known as ionization energy or ionization potential or ionization enthalpy. That is simply amount of energy required to remove an electron completely from an isolated gaseous atom is known as ionization energy, which is represented by capital I. Then SI unit for ionization energy is kilocalorie per mole or kilojoules per mole. Then in the case of ionization energy, that is the process of removing an electron from an isolated atom to form a positive ion, that is cation will be formed when electron is removed from outermost cell. Then there are different ionization energies will be formed, that is first ionization energy, second ionization energy, and maybe third ionization energy. For example, in case of first ionization energy, that is I1, that is amount of energy required to remove the most loosely bound electron from an isolated gaseous atom to form a cation. For example, in the case of aluminum in the gaseous state, aluminum in the case of outermost cell it contains 3 electrons. Then in case of first ion energy, 1 electron will be removed from aluminum outermost cell, and we are getting aluminum plus 1 electron, and energy required for that process is a first ion energy, that is 580 kilojoule per mole. Then in the case of second ionization energy, which is represented by I2, that is amount of energy required to remove second electron from the gaseous monopositive cation to form dipositive cation. Already we have formed monopositive cation of aluminum as like Al plus, and when energy is required to remove outermost electron from aluminum plus ion, then we are getting aluminum 2 plus with the removal of 1 electron, and the energy required is 1815 kilojoule per mole, that is higher energy as compared to first ionization energy. And overall ionization energy is endothermic process, because here energy is required to remove the electron, and ionization energy is always positive. Then in another slide we will see details about the ionization energy, that is Eg at which electrons can be removed from an atom or ion. That is, we have seen that first ion energy, second ionization energy, that is first ion energy represented by I1 is the energy required to remove the first electron from neutral atom. Second ionization energy is the energy required to remove the second electron from plus 1 ion. Then greater the I means ionization energy, the more difficult to remove the electron. When more is the ionization energy, then very difficult to remove the outermost electron. Then that is in the case of ionization energy. Ionization energy is energy needed to remove an outer valence electron. So in this diagram, energy released or energy required when outermost electron is released. So this is energy is called as ionization energy. first ion energy required to remove first electron, second ion energy required to remove second electron, and third ion energy, which is energy required to remove third electron. So overall, ionization energy is an endothermic process. In multiple choice question they will ask ionization energy is endothermic or exothermic. Endothermic means energy is absorbed or energy is required. So in case of first ionization energy, I want to remove first electron, that is suppose M, convert into M plus plus electron. Second energy I2 to remove second electron, M plus we are getting M2 plus plus electron, 1 electron. And third ionization energy I3 to remove third electron, M2 plus we are getting M3 plus plus 1 electron. And here third ionization is greater than second, which is greater than first. Then next parameter, that is electron affinity. First we will see definition of electron affinity, that is amount of energy may be released or absorbed when an atom accepts an electron giving it a negative charge. For most elements, energy is released when an atom adds an electron, that is gain of one electron takes place, and during this process energy is released, and that energy is called as electron affinity. This is also the measure of an element to attract an electron to form a negative ion. Electron affinity increases from left to right along the period and decreases from top to bottom in a group. So electron affinity simply defined as the amount of energy released when an electron is added in the outermost shell of an isolated gaseous atom. Here simply affinity means attraction, tendency of an atom to accept an electron to form an anion, and the SI unit is similar to ionization energy, that is SI unit is kilocalorie per mole or kilojoules per mole. Here high electron affinity of electronegative atom favors the formation of ionic bonding, that is electron affinity is always high, and in the case of ionization energy, the ionization energy of any cation or metal is always low. So electron affinity means energy released or absorbed when an electron is added to a gaseous atom or ion in the ground state. For example, when X in gaseous state accept one electron, we are getting respective anion, and electron affinity, the process is always exothermic process, and which is represented by negative sign. If removing an electron is endothermic in previous case ion energy, then the reverse process is exothermic process. So here one electron is added to the outermost shell. For example, in case of fluorine accept one electron when we are getting F minus ion, and during this process energy is released, and that energy is represented by delta H minus 328 kilojoule per mole. So here electron affinity means energy that occurs when an electron is added to a neutral atom in the gaseous state to form a negative ion. So here electron is added to the neutral atom, we are getting X minus ion. Delta E means electron attachment energy. Electron affinity means represented minus delta E, electron attachment. Then in the case of similarly second electron affinity of an element M is defined as the amount of energy required to add one more electron to its mononegative anion to form dinegative anion, and this is a difficult process because already one negative charge is present there, and due to the presence of one negative charge, when we add excess one electron, then there is a electron repulsion takes place, and here the energy is required to add one electron, and that process may be endothermic process. So here the addition of second electron to uninegative ion is an endothermic process, because due to the repulsion extra energy is required to overcome the barrier. So in case of second electron affinity, the second electron affinity is the energy required to add an electron to each ion in 1 mole of gaseous 1 minus ion to produce 1 mole of gaseous 2 minus ion. This is more easily seen in symbol terms as below. That is, you are forcing an electron into an already negative ion. It's not going to go in willingly. To overcome repulsion, you need extra energy. So here, in case of oxygen, when oxygen accepts one electron, we are getting O minus ion, and this is the first electron affinity, which is a minus 142 kilojoule per mole. That is exothermic process. But in the case of O minus ion, when we add extra electron, then we are getting O minus minus ion, but here energy is required, and that is a endothermic process. That is plus 844 kilojoule per mole. So here positive sign shows that you have to put in energy to perform this change. So simply, that is electron affinity is sometimes exothermic, sometimes endothermic in nature. So overall, in the periodic table, that is electron affinity goes on increases from left to right along the period, and electron affinity decreases from top to bottom in the group, as like ionization energy. Then third terminology is a lattice energy. Then first we will say definition of lattice energy. Lattice energy means the enthalpy change when 1 mole of an ionic lattice is formed from the gaseous ions under standard condition. That is, in first ion energy we have formed a cation, in electron affinity we have formed the anion, and in third terminology we are combining this formed cations and anions together, and the energy released during this process is called as lattice energy, which is represented by capital U. So here X plus gaseous state combines with Y minus gaseous state, we are getting XY solid, and during this process energy is released, which is a lattice energy. The value of lattice energy will depend on the degree of attraction between the cations and anions. Anything that increases the attraction between ions will make the lattice energy more negative. So lattice energy of an ionic crystal, that is heat energy, evolved when 1 mole of crystalline solid is formed from its separate gaseous ions under standard condition, it is what atmospheric pressure. So here when Na plus combines with Cl minus ions, we are getting Na plus Cl minus, that is solid, ionic solid. So delta H lattice energy always less than 0, that is which is represented by symbol U, and which provides a measure of strength of ionic bond between ions in the crystal lattice. Then higher the lattice energy, that is more exothermic the nature, then stronger will be the bond. So in multiple choice question this sentence is important. The stronger bond will be formed when there is a higher lattice energy. So in case of lattice energy, that is lattice formation enthalpy, the enthalpy change when 1 mole of an ionic lattice is formed from its isolated gaseous ions. Then lattice energy is highly exothermic, strong electrostatic attraction between oppositely charged ions. Then a lot of energy is released as the bond is formed, and relative values are governed by the charge density of the ions. So here Na plus strong cation and Cl minus, which is an anion, when combines there is a strong attraction between Na plus and Cl minus. When they combine with each other, then a large amount of energy is released and we are getting ionic solid NaCl, and that released energy is a lattice energy. So there are some examples of lattice energy, that is to compare bond strengths in ionic compounds. Chemists compare the amount of energy released when separated ions in a gas come together to form a crystalline solid. So in the case of lattice energy, the energy released when 1 mole of an ionic crystalline compound is formed from gaseous ions. Negative energy values indicate energy is released when the crystals are formed. So in case of lattice energy of some common ionic compound, for example in case of NaCl, that is value is minus 787.5 kilojoule per mole. In case of NaBr, minus 751.4, and in case of lithium fluoride, minus 1032. If the lattice energy in compound A is greater than that of compound B, suppose there are A and B two compounds, then in the case of suppose A having more lattice energy as compared to compound B, then it will be more difficult to break the bonds in compound B, that is A is a stronger ionic compound as compared to B. So lattice energy conclude that ionic compound is stronger or weaker. So thank you all of you for listening this video.